It's cold. It's like, I don't know, it's 30 degrees, but it's been in the 50s, so I ain't used to it. Had to come out here about an hour and a half ago to start a fire just to get it warmed up. But finally back in the shed. Shop, shed, garage, whatever you want to call it. It's a garage door, so call it what you want. So since I finally made it back out here, I'm gonna start putting this finish putting this Pioneer together. It's been sitting like this for about, I don't know, almost 2 weeks now. It's damn near put together. There's a few things. This is what I did here to get rid of the auto decomp. This normally is bent way over, and it I think I made a video that showed you how that works. I was gonna take it out, but then I realized that this little piece here actually keeps this down, so I didn't want it to just be, you know what I mean, flopping around in there and bouncing off of them teeth. So I'm gonna finish getting this put together. When I get it done put together, I'll set a log up out there in a log splitter and tune it in hopefully a little bit and get some cuts done. I got a container around here full of carburetors, which the one that was on here isn't bad, but I'm hoping for something a little better, because the carburetor that came on this, well, I'm gonna get it in my hands here. This is the carburetor that came on it. Let's see if you can read that. Borg Warner, made in USA. Which it worked, I guess. But it's only got one adjustment. So I'll see if I got something around here a little better, kind of similar in shape. If not, I'll take this out and put it in another carburetor to make it have the same levers. Yeah, let me get started putting this back together, and then if I figure out a carb thing, I'll definitely show you. But if not, I'll just be using the same carburetor, and I'll just put it together. We'll put it in the wood and see how it does. So this is what happens when you take a saw apart and board it and do all that fun stuff, and then wait 2 weeks to put it back together. See this thing here? This bottom cover? There's a hole right there. Well, I just went through and put the handle on, which is kind of a pain in the ass, because it's got this little metal clip right here that hooks down inside the handle. Well, you see that rubber mount in there? That that goes on, the rubber mount goes on after this goes on, because that hole needs to be on the back side of that rubber mount. So I just sat here for, I don't know, probably been 15 minutes farting around with that, trying to remember how it goes back together, and then realize that that whole bottom cover has to go on before the handle. So excuse me, you know what I'm doing. I'm taking the handle back off. This is how you become a pro at building saws, I think. Honestly, it's got to be the way that it happens. You got to literally do it 3 times per build, and that's how you do it, I'm pretty sure. Because That's the only reason I know how to do half the stuff I do anymore, is because I screw it up the first 2 times and then get it right the third. So don't get discouraged. Just think of it as a good learning experience. That's all I know to say about that. Alright, so I got the handle back off. See this right here? That's the piece that screwed me, that I did not think about. That goes through this hole and on there. So that plate that wraps around the belly goes to that screw hole, that screw hole. So this screw hole screwed it up. So I'm going to put it back together the right way now. Well, it's starting to look like a saw again. And it's about 90 degrees in here. Kind of sucks. But we're all back together. Saw really ain't too bad a shape, other than a little bit of corrosion we got going on there. But look at that clutch. Holy smokes. Say she's been well used, and it's kind of surprising because it was very clean inside. But we're back to being a saw, other than having a carburetor on it. Remember back in the old video, you can see where I modded the muffler. It stops right on the inside, so it's all hollow, and then boom, comes right out the bottom. But it's got a lot more compression than she used to, that is for sure. Now it's just top dead center, and it'll hang there. There we go. Well, there we go. And that's with no machine work. Hopefully you can see that. Well, it's together finally. I had to take the chain off of a little 440 that I ported a little while back. Also, look at that lineup. Red. And then we get to the orange, but they're still good. Other than that, that's the biggest turd I've ever owned in my life right there. Thing is garbage. Got the p28s together, finally. So, oh yeah, there's another one. And she is sharp. This is just a Carlton semi-chisel chain. It's not a safety chain. It's actually a pretty nice chain. I was kind of impressed with it when I used it on everything else. That's just a Carlton Timber Champ. It's a small Husqvarna mount. Back together. So I'm gonna go get some fuel out of the back of the truck, because that's where fuel tends to stay. So, get a video of it right here in a minute. Okay, so this will be the first start. See if it'll prime itself. Well, I have to say that I am pretty happy with that. That was an easy start. So, let me go fuel up the log splitter because it ran out and the cylinder's halfway out. I'll pinch a log in there and then I'll get back with you and we'll do some cutting. So I'm not sure how well this is actually going to do because that hickory is frozen, but we'll see. I need to put some oil in it, I guess, huh? Make it a fair test. Okay, it's oiling now. Definitely cuts a little better than I thought it was going to. Didn't have no glasses. That was kind of hard to do. I couldn't see what I was doing. But boy, I'm impressed. It cuts a lot better than it did before. Whew. Well, once again, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Thanks to all you new subscribers too for watching, and everybody that hits that thumb. I sure appreciate it. I think the next saw I'm going to do is probably this 2171 or 2165 that I got sitting over here on the floor tore apart. But yeah. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, and see you next time.